Hey you guys, Killing86, aka Rain, welcome to another reaction video of Mcjuggernuggets from Storyfire. Well guys, the CEO of YouTube called me. Well, I found that video a little unusual, but overall I thought it was a great video because not only that Jesse and Brian weren't the only ones in the room when they got the call, it was good to have Larry, Joe, and Tom, which, we all know that Tom is acting like Filmographer 3000, or it might be 4000, either way. He got the phone call. Well, guys, first off, I want to apologize that for taking so long on doing this video. I did come home a little early, and I had a lousy day because I had to do a load. My produce load came in, but unfortunately, the truck driver didn't know what to do. So, guess who had to unload the truck? Me. And we had 12 boards, which usually we had 14, but it was 12. I was able to do all of it, so yay me. Did it all, and I found out that a bag of flour broke, and it covered the whole floor. So I had to squeegee, I had to hose down everything off the floor, and the flour was all gone, all pasty. But I was able to squeegee it out and clean floor. Anyway, let's get back to the video. Well, guys, after that little mishap that we've seen from the last video, we've seen like somebody was watching him like through electronically. It was a little unusual on the fact that something was going on. Was Google really watching him, or somebody else is watching him? Which we all know who it is, and that's Filmographer. He's the one controlling everything. Like I said before, I still believe this is about how how Google is actually using these AI to so you can be able to monetize a video, and you also have to do a review when it's demonetized, so you have to review it, make sure it's friendly. And it's kind of funny how YouTube is not, like I said, YouTube was not how it was in the beginning. In the beginning, you can be able to watch a lot of cool videos. You see a lot of people do post videos with, they use music and use television clips on things like that. Makes it very easy. But then when 2014 came, it was in June, I should know, because this affected me. That's when it was hit with the Copyright Act. That was now that everybody all the music and television that was on YouTube now is copyrighted. So that the only people that can get the money is the people who created the music and also the shows. And that's when YouTube just started going downhill. And then after that, we see the notification bells. We've seen how most notifications were not getting out. And also we've seen how when someone made a bad comment about the ads, about 90% of the advertisers are gone. Sorry guys, I had a tiring day, sorry. So without further ado, that's the reason why Jesse was willing to quit YouTube and is about to go full on Storyfire. And that with all these updates coming out, it's starting to get really easy and really cool that Jesse's making a platform that you can do whatever you want. You can say whatever you want and do whatever you want. But when he received that phone call was a little disturbing because they had no idea who was talking. They actually thought it was Google, of course. But if you guys can tell by the phone call, I think you can easily tell who was on the phone. Now, if I remember correctly, the name was Bill, that psycho fan that entered his house earlier. That about 3 days ago, we seen how the Psycho fan Bill wanted to talk to Psycho Dad about how he shredded his video games, and that was bad, and he should be punished for it. So we saw how crazy that fan was. I have a feeling that whoever was on that phone was actually maybe Bill, the guy, or I have a feeling that it might be Filmographer because the way how his voice on the phone sounded, it sounded a lot like Filmographer. That's what I think. But I could be wrong, but you can never tell. But it was threatening to sue, and just threw the phone on the couch, and they were just upset on the fact that who would make that obscene phone call. But hey, these guys thought nothing of it, and they decided to just do the podcast on Uncle Larry's Lounge, and it was perfect. So they just had to just move on from that. But guys, what do you guys think? Who was on the phone? Was it Bill, the if his name was Bill the psychopath, or was it they used a little recording of a filmographer? You can never tell. But overall, all I can say is that this new series that we're seeing, I have a feeling this is about how YouTube is using an AI to determine how videos are done and how they watch and see what watch and also control what you're doing. So I think filmographers actually pretending to be that AI. And now Jesse and Jeffrey and now everybody else that's involved in this little thing is trying to figure out how to deal with it or how to stop it. And I think we know how that's going to be stopped. Storyfire, make sure you download it and make sure you stay lit on that. But anyway, I still can't wait to see this home theater. They're actually building it, and I really like it. It's like watching the construction series all over again with the more building. And also another construction series where they try to fix Aunt Jackie's house, which we all know what happened at that point. But overall, I think that's what we're seeing, and whoever's on that phone sounded crazy. Alright, guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more reaction gameplay. Drop some likes if you enjoy this. All I can say is that whatever's going on, I'm sure Jesse can handle it and beat it. Alright, guys, thank you guys for watching, and don't forget, like I always say, stay positive, and can't wait for tomorrow to see what happens.